Hey people, this is Talem Splash, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy XIII. In the last part, we entered into the Taejin's Tower. Not entered up. I guess we're going up the Taejin's Tower. So anyway, yeah, we're moving on now. Okay, so what we have to do actually is we gotta go this way because this is where the hunt is. Yeah. So I'm gonna be honest with you. This is my second time recording this video because oh, that was so frustrating. I had gotten to the end of the video. I was about to do my sign off, and then OBS crashed. And I was so upset, so I just ended up restarting my computer, and hopefully it won't crash again this time. If it does, I will be just as sad as you're expecting me to be. But if you're seeing this, that means it didn't crash, because I know once it crashes, there's no way I can save that footage, because it's not able to render out, because OBS just not responds, and it's just there's no way. There's absolutely no way I can save that footage. Thankfully, I did not save my game, so that was a really nice thing. What I'm gonna make sure I do is not have the episodes in like several things. Oh, wait a second. Okay, let me restart this fight really quick. I made the mistake of killing the ads before the boss. This is one of those things where you actually want to kill the boss first, because otherwise he summons more of them, and that's what I was talking about. You want to take out the Ambling Bellows first. Yeah, this thing with a weird face. Alright, so let's make sure we take out the Ambling Bellows. There you are, the Ambling Bellows. Yeah, these other guys shouldn't be too much of a problem. They're just the robots of old since we've seen since chapter 4. I guess I don't know why they're like so pulsing in manner. Like these things, you'd think they're like cocoon. I guess they're pulsing. So the thing with pulse is that, like, I guess a lot of people got really into making robots when they were around. And I guess this is just a byproduct of that. Because the people on Cocoon don't really make robots. They just have a lot of technology, but they weren't really into like those like. Pulse people were more into like, I guess, the robot tech and stuff. I guess. I don't know. But in chapter 4, like, we were in the Pulse Fest, or we were in the Vile Peaks, which was a bunch of debris from Pulse, so it made sense that we actually saw these guys around. Anyway, let's continue staggering this thing. Yeah, it always sucks when you have to re-record an episode, though. But it's something you have to do. Like, if you spend too much time being upset about it and just not putting out a video, then, you know, what's the point? You might as well have not even recorded one to begin with. But all you can do is just be like, well, you know, that sucks. I'm just gonna re-record it now. Which is why I try to do my best to not remember what I say when I'm talking. I just sort of let it spill out of my mouth. Not thoughtlessly, but just sort of, you know, I'll let it happen, you know. You have to let these things happen, as Bob Ross would say. Everything you say is, it could just be a happy little accident. Unless, oh my gosh, that wouldn't have been a fun accident, though. Please heal me. Heal me. So yeah, when I'm playing FF14 with my friend Jace, who in real life his name is Matt. He goes to my school, and he plays Paladin mostly, and I usually play Bard, honestly. But for the story that I'm talking about, I was actually playing Astrologian, which is a healer, and we were doing A9 Savage, which is the 9th raid in Alexander, and it's the Savage mode, so it's like the hard version. And oh my gosh, he was pretty squishy because it was just like the minimum item level 245 that you have to be to enter in that fight. And I was actually below item level because we were going in with the full party. And like I said, I don't main healers, I main Bard. Like, Bard is my job, not Astrologian. So I had like an item level 230 Astrologian, which you should be 245 to go in there, but I was 230. So obviously I was pretty low, and I was trying so hard to keep him alive. It was tough, and every time there were several times in that one attempt that we did where he would get down to like, well, a tank normally has like, I'd say 30,000 HP right now, and there were times where he got under 200 HP, and oh my god, just the amount of times he just like squealed, heal me. It was intense. That's why I like healing, though, because it's a really intense job, and you know, you always have your right toolkit to make sure you can push out those really powerful heals, but sometimes it's just not enough. But yeah, I play Bard. I like Bard a little bit more than healing. I don't know, that's a lie. I like playing DPS more than healing, and Bard is my favorite DPS job by far. But I wouldn't say that it's like my absolute favorite thing to do. It's just I kind of like doing everything. Healing is fun in the right situation. I get kind of nervous when raiding if I'm going to heal, but if I'm just doing an expert roulette or just a dungeon, like a 4-man dungeon, I like playing healers because, one, the queue to get into the dungeon is fast, and two, I like sort of being the manager of everyone's HP because it makes me feel like I'm playing an older Final Fantasy game. in a way, because when you're a DPS class, like, you're not really looking at everyone's HP, you're looking at, you know, you're looking at your own rotation, making sure you're turning out the best damage you can, and a tank is always worried about the aggro. But as a healer, it's like you're attacking when you're not healing, and you're healing when you need to, which is kind of what you do in a normal Final Fantasy game. Like, say, Final Fantasy IX, oh, Warriors just banned, nice. In Final Fantasy IX, you are attacking, you just press attack when you have to, apart from maybe stealing. But as soon as HP gets really low, you just start healing, and that's the same deal with in FF14. You attack when you can, and then when you're a healer, you just start healing. And you're in charge of the healing, so you can make sure that you can make sure that your party doesn't wipe if they suck, which is always nice. I like being able to be the manager of that and carrying people if I have to. Anyway, we got a cutscene, so I'll shut up now. I shall shut up now.
Right, here we go again.
Can't take a hint.
You're one to talk.
Huh? Woo! Well, I'll be damned.
Are they sad? Well, I guess the way is open now.
Yep. Let us go. Let us continue down this up this Taejin's tower. This dungeon's pretty fun. I guess the reason why I like it is because it feels very much like a classic Final Fantasy tower dungeon. Like, alright, in Final Fantasy IV, you have the Tower of Babel, and that, like, honestly, that dungeon can be kind of annoying, but it just it has that feeling of, like, such classic. This is what we're supposed to be doing. It's great. I like it. I wish Final Fantasy XIII had more of this. And I guess you could say it does in 13 too, but it's not the same. Excuse me. Anyway, we got ourselves 5 spark plugs for upgrading. I need to get back to upgrading. Oh man, I'm hiccuping a ton. It's just because I just drank a lot of tea during that cutscene. So now my throat is all, I guess, healed up. Alright, so I'm actually gonna do this fight. This fight gives decent CP. It gives 8,000 CP. And I remember, actually, I used to think this was a really good spot to level back in the day. I don't really think that anymore. I still prefer the Behemoth and the Wolf outside pulse. Even, like, all the way up to, like, the absolute post-game. There's only one spot I would say that's better than the Behemoth and the Wolf, and that's, like, a turtle that you can fight, you can fight, like, super later. But up until that point, I would say that the Wolf and the Behemoth are the best ways to grind. Especially when you get the Growth Egg, and you can get double experience. So instead of getting 6,000 something, you get 12,000 every minute, and it's really nice. It's really fast. And in fact, I'd say it's probably faster than the other method even later. But it's a lot more repetitive, and yeah, let's go back. And also, the other method can net you a lot of money, whereas the Wolf and the Behemoth method doesn't actually give you much of anything. It just gives you experience. But yeah, it's still good. Oh, Watera. I used to say Watera, but then I heard H.C. Bailey when I was watching his Let's Play of this game. He said Watera, and I was like, whoa! People say it that way. I never knew people said Watera. That's crazy. And Thundara. Oh, and Aurora. Yeah, I always say Aurora. I don't know if there's any other way to say that one. Spark Strike, there we go. Oh, we have one more, I didn't see that one. I'm sorry, Pulsewar Gladiator A, you were the first one to arrive, but the last one to go. But you know what, that's just how you have to do. So, what we're gonna do in this part, there's a save point coming up, in a little while, and I'm gonna make sure that we stop there, and, I'm going to, oh man, Hope, you looked really cool with the wind blowing like that. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna stop and do my Crystarium a little bit. Assuming this video doesn't crash. I'm still hoping, please don't crash again. Don't crash again. I don't want to deal with another crashing video. I just want to put this out for Monday, and then record Tuesdays, and then maybe record Wednesdays. Oh, I missed a treasure. Oh, I know you're over there, Hope. I see you. You're following me. Oh, that's a Cymeric. So the Cymeric isn't a very good weapon for Hope, in my opinion. It boosts his attack, but really weakens his, it really weakens his MP. Like, normally he has 820, and it takes him down to... Oh, 808 isn't that bad, but still, like, why boost his speed, his attack power, his physical attack, when right now he's not really attacking to begin with. He is just, you know, throwing out spells. He's a turret. He's a spell turret, but that's fine. Hope you're perfect like that. Just keep it up. Just keep it up. I know you can do it. Let the ladies dish out the the punches here while you just heal up everybody. Such a nice change of such a nice change of pace. That was a very gnarly way of saying nice change. Because all that tea. All that tea. Oh boy. Yeah, alright. I think, what does lightning have? Oh, that's in peril. Okay, the one with all 4. I think it's basically like a D shell, but for elemental damage, I want to say. Whereas, like, the elements deal greater damage, except it's for, like, all 4 major elements. Or all 3, I'm sorry. Fire, ice, and lightning. Or, I don't know, then the other one's just the arrow. I don't know. I'm not really sure how it works. I just know that we can kill this thing, and hopefully Fang won't die, because if Fang dies, then I'll be upset. Don't kill Fang. I don't want to have to heal. I want to just damage it down. Oh, Fang, please. Alright. Even if Fang does die, I think we got this in the bag now. We good. Oh, yeah, we killed it. Didn't even have to heal. Didn't even have to heal. That's a nice thing. That's another thing about being a healer that's always good to know. It's not only knowing when you have to heal, but when you don't need to heal. If you think you can beat it before you have to heal, then you made good judgment as a healer. Well, healing is so much fun. I love healing in Final Fantasy XIV. I wish there was a better way for me to, like, show off, like, to put the game onto YouTube, because you know, maybe if I played with controller or something, like, it would be, I don't know if that would make it easier for people to watch, because the reason why it's hard for me to have it on keyboard is because, as much as I prefer playing on keyboard, the way I play with my screen, it's kind of hard to see all the buttons, and then it just looks like I'm just standing there pressing a bunch of buttons and things are happening. Whereas in FF13, you can see, like, what I'm doing in the menu a little bit, so it's not that weird. But unless you really know the job that I'm playing, it's kind of hard to know what I'm doing in 14. Unless I'm playing a healer, which is why I wanted to play a healer in the beginner's guide. But now I'm just doing that in streams. So yeah, I think it's better. It works better when you're doing it as a stream, in my opinion. It just does. Anyway, we gotta go examine this one. And oh, I think this is the way how they're gonna open up the way for us now, because we did all 3 hunts. Yeah, I really wish that we could fight like a boss version of this or something. That would be really cool. Unfortunately, no, we don't. Don't get your hopes up. FF13 doesn't have a boss like that. They remind me of the Miriam Guardians in the Still Shrine of Miriam in FF12, which actually they brought that model back for FF14. The boss in the Sunken Temple of Karn, like the last boss of that dungeon, is the exact same model as the Miriam Guardians in Final Fantasy XII. Which I always thought was really cool. The Sunken Temple of Karn actually brings back a lot of FF12 models. You have the Karn Facers are the same as the Miriam Facers from FF12. So it's cool how they do that. I appreciate that they pay homage to the Final Fantasy XII models by not having to make new ones, because they just reuse the old ones, and I'm okay with that. They reuse some FF13 models too, like the robots that we were just fighting. You see those in 14 in 14 from time to time. You see those robots. You see the robots. Alright, so let's go into this thing. Go through the bubble thingy. And we can just go on into the next floor. Yeah, once we have to wait for that to happen though, unfortunately. Onto the 4th floor. Push that lever. I never knew which is like the American way to say lever. Is it lever? Is that the British way, or is it lever is the British way? I always said lever. Because I always, like, it sounds better as lever. Like, lever just seems kind of, I don't know, but I'm not sure which is the original way. Lever. Then again, like, for the word route, I like to say route sometimes, like Route 101 instead of Route 101. But, I don't know, that's just, you know, one of those weird things. Anyway, let's quickly, well, not quickly, let's just Crystariumize a little bit. We should actually be able to finish a roll level here. Which will be great. That means we can start delving into the other roles just a smidgen. Cool. So Lightning is done with all 4 of her main roles for Chapter 11. So that is awesome. That is really cool. So we could just... What we could do is wait for it to build up. But I'm actually going to go ahead and start working on her other roles. As much as we're not going to use them, and it's going to be really expensive, I figured, you know, why not? We might as well, while we're waiting. And then I can just do more grinding later. So do I want Saboteur? I feel like Saboteur would be a good one to have. Or Synergist, actually. Synergist might even be better. So let's start there and just get 2 nodes. We can't do much more than that because they're 3,000 to pop, unfortunately. But yay, now Lightning is Synergist in a way. She doesn't have any synergizing abilities yet, though. So we can't do that just yet. Hope. Let's take you down your Saboteur roll. I feel like that would be a good... Wait, what was the other one? Sentinel? Yeah, let's take you down Saboteur. You can at least, maybe gain like a really tiny increments of HP. It's almost not worth it, but... Then again, I mean, what else are we going to do with it aside from just wait? Ooh, Fang's getting her ATB level, though. That's good. I can appreciate that. And Magic 25. Okay. Ooh, Jeopardize. I actually don't know what that does. And Fang, you're not done. What's up, Fang? I thought you were, Can I go back? Okay, I want to see what Jeopardize does. Boost chain bonus of staggered target upon attacking. Okay. Well, I guess Fang is going to take a little while longer to get there, but that's okay. In the next part, we will continue on in Taejin's Tower, and hopefully, as long as the video doesn't crash in my sign-off again, we'll make some good progress. So I'm going to save after I stop the video so I can make sure that the video is fine. So I'll see you in the next part. If you like this part, please like, comment, subscribe. It means a lot. It definitely helps the channel a lot and helps, you know, sort of further this community that I'm trying to build, especially if you comment, because then we can start a discussion. Even if you don't know what to comment about, that's my problem. I never know what to comment about on videos, so I usually end up not commenting at all, but don't make my mistake. Alright, bye-bye, everybody. Take care.